Guys, hello, memories to everybody. This is MicheleMarieDalene. It is July 2nd, 2017, and this is Vlog 3. Vlog 3, today we're going to talk about political and Congress. And also, this is going to go through and cover a couple topics. Number one, illegal aliens. I mentioned this in the vlog from yesterday, but I think some of you may not have quite gotten a chance to gotten through all that video because it was just a very hot pile of vitriol. So I think let's calm down a little bit and talk briefly about it. In the last, especially since actually prior to Obama, but Obama kind of pushed it more so, there has been a huge influx of illegal immigrants or undocumented aliens in this country from Mexico and from the southern border. Not just the southern border, but that is the majority of it comes from. In states like California, it's very common to hire the illegals and first thing, and then the legal immigrants and American citizens usually get the shaft. States like California and, yes, Connecticut as well, the other letter C, have been giving out huge subsidies to the illegals to come into this country and do all this great stuff for us, like cleaning our streets and there's migrant farmers farming our vegetables and fruits. But the fact of the matter is the Americans in this country need jobs too. The ones that are born and raised here and those who did come in through legal means are finding it especially very hard to get the jobs because of the fact that the undocumented illegals were taking all the work. Even those undocumented illegals that were not actually physically working were getting huge subsidies from things in states like the Department of Social Services here in Connecticut and similar programs in other states. And in 2012 election, we saw that they were even starting to get the right to vote, which technically was illegal because Congress never gave them the right to vote. Some state elections commissions were go ahead and giving them the right to vote, which brings it up to the fact that 29 state commissions or voter commissions have said they will not comply with Mike Pence's voter fraud commission to investigate the real situation with voter fraud. This originally was brought up to their attention from a New Jersey statistical organization called Real Numbers, which looked at the actual statistics, and then they decided, since it obviously was enough information to come from the validity of the concern, I wanted the states to present the information to them so that they could make sure that everybody was indeed proper and it was set. Well, unfortunately, a good portion of the 29 states said, we're not sending you nothing. And that's a very significant issue because of the fact is that you're not. I mean, Denise Merrill from the state of Connecticut said we can send what we can, but we can't send every last bit, especially not the last 4 digits of a person's social security number, for a lot of reasons. Number one, it's confidential, and number two, certain information is not available under state law in Connecticut. And that's where Mike Pence's election investigation is finding out a lot of states have some policies like that. Some of the state policies don't even physically exclude certain facts. They exclude all the facts. That makes it hard. It's like trying to find a black cat in a darkened room without a flashlight. But, you know, we got to work on that. One of the things that we're going to do now is with Donald Trump's really enforcing of the existing INS laws, Immigration and Naturalization Service laws already in the book, is that we're seeing the number of illegal, undocumented aliens coming into this country dropping by quite a bit, even from crossing the southern border. With the new wall, we will be able to limit it even more so. I don't really know exactly why this country feels that all these people should be entitled to all these services, while the American people themselves, the ones that are just as desperate, just as hungry, just as tired, can't get even the most basic things. In fact, some of us have to eat like dogs, and that is what I said yesterday, and I meant it. The average person on Social Security disability gets about $750 a month, average. And that's not going to cover, a rent in Connecticut, which is about $700 a month. Sure, then you got $50 left over, but then again, what are you going to pay? How are you going to pay for your electric and your gas? How are you going to pay for, if you have a car, how are you going to pay for your automotive repair insurance and taxes for that? You can't. It's just the reason why there's so many homeless people, especially who are on Social Security disability. It's not just the Veterans Administration that needs to be overhauled. It's the whole systems of all these organizations, including Social Security entitlement programs, that need to be relooked at and brought into the 21st century. Some of the money requirements are somewhat they consider Social Security $750 a month, as I said, average, to be considered adequate is absolutely not true. It is not adequate. People basically are finding themselves not able to pay the bills, and they certainly can't pay the rent, and the landlord throws them out the street, and then they're homeless. And if you're lucky, from the very beginning, they start shacking up in another Social Security recipient, and like I was doing for a while with Dory, to help offset the losses, and that works. But then, of course, if something goes wrong, and the people want to go their own separate ways, the other person realizes that they're back in Schitt's Creek again, and they have no paddle, and they're about to go over the falls. And it's the same thing all over again with me. So I thought I would explain to you that I'm really sorry if I got a little bit angry when I said yesterday, but it's true that Congress does need, and the state legislatures do need, to continue to fix the things that are broken and stick with the main topics. I don't really need to hear any more about elections, because really, a Russia collusion thing is really just kind of stupid. And it's causing a lot of problems for everybody. Alright guys, but for now, I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Bye-bye.